Welcome to this potato.
Hello, Melissa. Thank you for having me.
Oh, so great to have you here. You know, I like to interview or to give the space and time to people who are passionate about something in their life. And I think yours is family constellations. But let me start with introducing you. You are a practitioner, reconnective healing, and an instructor for the reconnection. You are also a psychologist, I think, if I'm right. And you are also a facilitator for family constellations.
Yes, correct.
Tell me something more. Tell me more.
Yes, what can I tell you? Well, reconnective healing, you are also a reconnective healing instructor and facilitator. I'm as well, and I also I'm a family constellation facilitator, and I am passionate about it because, and I'll tell you also the similarity with reconnective healing.
Good.
In fact, with reconnective healing, we work with energy, with the field. And with family constellations also, we work with energy, and we work with what is known as the knowing field. In other words, during a family constellation, we tap into it's also called the morphologic field. This field that is also similar to what Carl Jung was describing as the collective unconscious. And we see that in operation, let's say in action, when during a constellation, if it's, let's say, a group constellation, when somebody is chosen to represent somebody else, he or she feels literally emotions, sensations that they belong to the person that is representing, that is not theirs. And that is quite unique. That's why I like family constellations. And in fact, I got into it because a friend of mine, when I was beginning to do my apprenticeship to become a qualified psychologist here in Italy, she told me, I don't see you as a classical psychology. You know, you would be a good family constellation facilitator. And I didn't know what it was. And I looked it up on Google. And then when I next went to London, where I live as well, I went to a seminar. And it was amazing how when I was chosen to represent somebody else, I literally felt emotions that they didn't belong to me. Mm-hmm. And also we work with energy during a constellation because we literally detach by what they're called energetic entanglements, meaning there's energies that they bind us to our family, and they don't allow us to be authentically who we truly are, because almost each one of us at a very young age, we have been telling ourselves out of blind love, it's called, just like you, mom and or dad, I will suffer in love. I won't be successful professionally. I won't be healthy, and so on and so forth. And this pact, they stay with us, and they energetically they form this blocks. And during a constellation, this dynamic becomes apparent. And as a facilitator, I would invite the person who's bringing his or her constellation to pronounce what are called the healing sentences. And this is all to repristinate balance into the system, and to literally free oneself from these energetic bonds. Mm-hmm. And also something that is very similar to reconnective healing in family constellation is to be able to witness a process that then happen all by itself. As a facilitator, the more I work with family constellations, the more I realize that the less I interfere with the process, just like with reconnective healing, the most powerful the process becomes. Because what I do really, like with reconnective healing, I create the space where, again, this knowing field, this intelligence, this power allows people to move and to feel what they feel. They're actually called the soul movement. And so, yes, although there are different kind of approaches, there's lots of similarities to these approaches.
Yes.
And just like reconnective healing, family constellation shows us that we are all one. We are all connected with our family, but also with everybody we interact.
Yeah.
And reconnective healing as well, it really gives us the experience of being one. And the more we are conscious of it, and the more we are able to just witness and be present without interpretations, without judgments, and everything that is coming from our mind, the more we experience evolution
and love. Yes,
and,
yes, indeed. Well, I remember my first experience with family constellations, which was in fact also a group constellation. It took me 16 years to find the courage because I already knew I had to do something like that to heal in order to move on. But yes. I was really afraid of this because a friend of mine told me how it felt and what the sensations, and it was so overwhelming for me that you could feel something from someone who wasn't even there. That, well, this was my first experience with energetic work also. So it took me some time before I started with this, but then it was really the beginning from beautiful, beautiful things. Yeah. Which ended, it doesn't end, it never ends, but which was the starting point of me finding out about reconnective healing. So, yeah, but I think a lot of people know this family constellations, but are maybe also, as I was, not familiar with energetic, modalities, maybe?
Yes. Yes, it is very much an energetic modality. This is not just psychology. It works at a different level, at a deeper energetic level. Yes.
Yeah, I do like what you say. I think maybe that's why I loved it also. The facilitator doesn't need to do much. I have the impression.
No, exactly. In fact, as a matter of fact, the founder of it, which is Bert Hellinger, is a German psychoanalyst that also, he was also a missionary and a priest. Then he got married, he got out of the church. But anyway, he'd been in Africa for many, many years. So he'd been in contact with many kind of different cultures. And he's the one that founded family constellations. And he's the one that introduced the energetic / spiritual component into it. And at the end of his career, in fact, he was doing what they're called spiritual constellations, where he wasn't actually saying anything. Nobody was talking. In other words, he would just invite somebody who wanted to resolve his challenge, his problem. He wants to bring his own constellation. And then between the people that they were present, some people, they would just feel drawn to get into the space and do what are called this soul movement. And nobody would speak a word. And everything though was very powerful and at a very deep energetic level. The issue was resolved. But at the mind level, nobody understood anything. Yes. And that is incredible. I see it myself. And of course, I speak and I allow people to speak. And because, the mind wants to know why, and people like to have explanations and so on and so forth. Although the more I work with it, the more I see myself going into the moment when the less we say about it, the better it is.
Oh, wow.
Just like with reconnective healing. It's
Yes.
incredible. It is.
I think this is why I like reconnective healing so much, because in the end, you don't need an explanation. Oh, and this is
No.
giving me such a comfort, and all stress is just fading away. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
So how did it went from family constellations to reconnective healing? How did you start it with reconnective healing?
Oh, I started with reconnective healing much before.
Oh.
Reconnective healing was actually the very first modality that I really started to practice, and that introduced me to the work,
Okay.
The helping work. Because I got in contact with reconnective healing in 2005.
Wow.
And yes,
We say
exactly.
an ancien. I don't know if you know this word. You're really from the early beginning.
Yeah. Yes. I got literally. I saw the book, Eric Pearl's book, "Heal Others, Heal Yourself," on a magazine, and literally a little voice inside of me told me, "Get the book and read it." So I ordered the book. I read it. I liked it. And at the end, it was mentioning that there was a seminar in London. It was about May, and the seminar was in October. So I went to the seminar just out of curiosity. I didn't expect anything. But what happened was that it had been already 2 years that my knees were really painful because the cartilage was consumed and destroyed. And doctors told me, "You're very young, very unlucky. But the only thing you could be doing is infiltration, but we don't guarantee anything." But I was thinking, no, I don't want to do anything. I stopped running, and it was something that I loved doing because they were painful. Anyway, I went to the seminar. During the seminar already, I actually felt vibration. Nobody was touching me, but I could feel energy. And I knew it wasn't my mind imagining it. I was thinking, what is going on? Something real is happening. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the seminar on a Monday morning, I realized that my knee were not hurting anymore. Wow. And I started running. And I run almost every day now. And since then, I never, ever had pain in my knee since. So that convinced me that it was real. And I thought, yes, I'm going to do this. Yeah. So that's it. So the rest is history. And then when I became a psychologist, as I told you, a friend of mine told me, I don't see you as a conventional classical psychology. I see you as a family constellation facilitator. So I went to a seminar, family constellation seminar event. And again, just like you, I thought, this is amazing. I was chosen as a representative, and I could feel energies and emotions that were mine. I became the medium, let's say, between me and somebody else I was representing. I thought, you know what, this is powerful work. I like it. Mm-hmm. And because also what family constellation does, it allows us to become the parent of ourselves. We honor that we got life from our parents, but we leave to our parents all that is there, their expectations, their responsibilities, their destiny, and we take care of our destiny. Yeah, it's a very empowering kind of process. We take the right place in our family systems. Yeah. Basically.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love it. And so, well, let me just, or is there something else you want to share maybe?
Oh, I could be sharing that. I could talk for like hours.
No, I was going to ask you about your instructor role in the Reconnection. So you are having some training programs.
Yes, in London, there's going to be a reconnective healing seminar on Saturday and Sunday, the 9th and the 10th of September. And then, of course, for who choose to become also to learn how to facilitate the reconnection for others, then also the 11th and the 10th, Monday, Tuesday of September. And also I will be hosting a free presentation in London on Tuesday, the 22nd of August.
Okay.
At 6:30 p.m. in a beautiful, beautiful venue. It's called the Winchester House Club. It's a private club on the River Thames by Putney Bridge. And yes, so if anybody is interested to learn about reconnective healing, you're invited to come on Tuesday, the 22nd of August at 6:30 p.m. And of course, if somebody wants to become a reconnective healing practitioner, come to the seminar in London on the 9th and the 10th of September.
Yeah, sure. Good idea. And also like to say that you are coming to the Netherlands also?
Yes,
in November?
yes, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it will be very special, I think. It's the second seminar that I organize. The first was in April in Belgium. And well, I'm really looking forward to meeting you there, but I will be in London also.
Yes.
And yeah, what do you think? How will it go
Well, it always goes beautifully. It's what I love is well, it's of course to be immersed in the frequencies, because during the seminar there's a lot of playing and working with the frequencies. It's almost as if being for 2 days steeped in the frequencies, like if we were like a tea bag that's really acquiring this new vibration. And what I love is to see how participants feel and how they are amazed, like I was amazed, when you can literally learn how to feel energy and how it is so real and so powerful. And then also it's great to see, because during the 2 days, as you know, we teach people how to feel more and more this energy, how they can switch them on and how they can use them. They're going to be learning to do even, of course, self-healing, but also distance healing sessions. I mean, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. Looking forward also. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for this talk. I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to meet you in London.
Me too. Me too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Luca.
Thank you.
Bye.